United States $2 bills from 1928 only come with a red seal and red serial numbers, just like the ones you're looking at on the screen now. They are indeed 100% genuine United States legal tender currency. That means you can quite literally bring these notes to your bank and deposit them into your account or pay with them at a grocery store. Now, doing so would be a big mistake because the value of the collectible items that I'm showing you right now are much higher than their face value. All of the banknotes that we're going over in this video are 100% genuine United States $2 bills, and they all sold on heritage auctions, paid in full. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and hop right into this video. So let's go ahead and start with this first one from 1928. It is important to know that 1928 was the first year of issue for these small size paper money bills like this. Before that, the United States issued large size paper money. Now, the first thing you want to look for on your 1928 $2 bill is going to be a star at the start of the serial number. This example does have a star, which means it's a replacement note. This specific bank note is replacing a damaged or error bill that occurs during the printing process. There are less star notes in general, so if you come across one, it is definitely more rare. Now, when it comes to the condition is very, very important. This example was graded by PMG at an extremely fine 40. That means this banknote's going to have about 4 folds on the bill. Now, understand that every single fold that you have is going to decrease its value, so keep it very flat. Do not fold it, don't tear it, don't rip it, don't do anything that's going to damage the banknote because that is going to decrease its value. So this $2 bill sold for $854. Same type of bill here. This is 1928 $2 bill star note, except this one is in much better condition. PMG graded this one at a 63 EPQ. Now, when it comes to the uncirculated grade, you're going to have 60 all the way to 70, and uncirculated means that there's not a single fold whatsoever anywhere on the bill. Now, to get a higher grade in the uncirculated condition means that the centering of the margins must be really nice. So you see that white border that goes around the entire bill? That is called the margin, and the centering of that margin is really, really important. You can see in this example, the top margin is very thin, where the bottom margin is a bit thicker. That's why it got the 63 grade instead of a higher grade. But still, because the condition is much better than the previous one in terms of having no folds, this bill sold for $1,440. 1928 star note, once again, this one got graded by PMG at a 58 EPQ. More than likely, there's a center fold going down the bill. This one also has a courtesy autograph. You can see on the bottom right hand quadrant of this bill, you have the Secretary of the Treasury, which is actually really cool if you think about it. This one was able to sell for $2,880. All right, guys, this is where it gets a bit serious. $3,000 for this 1928 $2 bill star note. As you can see, the margin centering is much better on this example compared to the previous one that got a 63. You can see left, right, top to bottom is relatively even, except there is more room for it to be able to get the 70 grade. It's not quite perfect going all the way around, but this example still was able to sell for $3,000 because it graded so highly. All right, 66 once again, except this one got graded by PCGS, and I just want to say that this one did sell for $12,925. So the value on this example is much higher than the previous one, but here is the reality. So this one sold in 2017. Regardless of when you're watching this video, this logic still applies. Markets can go up or down depending on demand, supply, how many collectors there actually are. So back in the day, this one actually used to sell for more than it does today. That is the unfortunate reality, but listen up. There are some examples out there that are going up in value or staying stagnant. So that is why getting into this hobby, this is not financial advice or anything, but you gotta be very, very careful when it comes to buying and selling these bills, because you could spend 10, 20 grand and think, oh my gosh, in 10 years, that's gonna double, triple, quadruple in value. But the reality is you could actually end up losing money. That's why it's very important, if you think that you've made enough money on your bill, that you find someone to sell it to, whether that is looking at 3 different coin shops near you, getting all their opinions and quickly selling it, or doing your own work, going on eBay, selling it yourself, or selling it to a company that's going to be able to auction it off, like Heritage. Heritage essentially will get your bills, they'll scan them, they'll put them up for auction, and then the end user or dealers or whoever is bidding on the items are going to bid. They will end up up buying your banknote. Heritage and other auction companies are just a middleman that get eyeballs in front of your auction and then it sells on their platform. We do hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and we will see you guys in the next video.